April Preyar is a defense attorney who has been following this trial alongside us for the last couple of weeks, and she is here tonight with some analysis of what we've seen so far. April, the defense has filed this second motion for a mistrial. What is the likelihood that the judge grants it based on this drone video that seems to be at issue?
It's a really interesting issue. It'll depend on how the judge feels after he views the two videos next to each other. It's hard to say. I don't know how different they are here. One is very grainy, one is clearer. The defense is saying that they would have put on an entirely different case had they had the better footage. So it'll be up to the judge to decipher, oh, well, I do think that this video is much clearer. It was a matter of the prosecution hiding the ball, and then he could grant a new trial. But in general, judges really don't like to take a case away from a jury after they've heard the trial. They just really like to just kind of sit back and let the jury make a decision. And so I can't see the judge granting a mistrial, but we don't know.
What does this tell you about the jury, though? Because they've asked for this video. They want to look at it multiple times about what might be going on inside that deliberation room, specific to this drone video of Kyle Rittenhouse essentially running away.
Well, it tells you that there's some issue there that is in dispute. And you know that simply because the length of time that the jury has been deliberating. Normally, the longer a jury deliberates, it's better for the defendant. But in this instance, because there are so many lesser included charges, they might be saying, well, we've decided that we're not going to find him guilty of, say, the intentional killing, the intentional homicide, but maybe we'll find him guilty on some of the other charges. And they really may be back there brokering and deciding which ones to find him guilty of and which ones to cut him loose on.
What happens if they can't agree and this is a hung jury?
Oh, hung juries are a headache for both sides. Like, everybody leaves unhappy because that means that everybody has to start again. Now, normally what happens is the prosecution will start then making better offers. Okay, if your client pleads guilty, then maybe we won't have to do this a second time. But it's a headache for everybody because that means all of those witnesses that are now on record that the court reporter has taken down their testimony for, everybody has to order the transcripts. People never say exactly what they said before, 3 weeks before, 5 weeks before, 3 years before. And now you're sitting fumbling with transcripts trying to confront somebody because they changed their wording. They changed the order that they said something in. So it's really a big mess for everybody. But it essentially means that you start from scratch, and either you're going to trial again or the prosecution is making better offers and the defendant is then considering pleading guilty.
What do you think, based on what you've seen? Is that a possibility at this point?
I think it's very unlikely that Kyle Rittenhouse would plead guilty to anything. I mean, unless they said, we're going to scrap all the charges and just charge you with a misdemeanor. But I don't think that he would do that. I think they really would start again. But I think it's probably very unlikely that the judge will declare a mistrial. If he were to do that, he probably would have done it prior to sending the case back to the jury for deliberation, prior to letting them deliberate, was it 2 days now? He would have done it before then.
What's best case scenario for Kyle Rittenhouse?
Well, best case scenario is not guilty on all counts. He gets to go about his life and act like this has never happened, do a whole talk show tour, and write a book about it. And he becomes this kind of cult hero. That's really the best case scenario for him because the misdemeanor charges have been removed. And so he's either looking at a felony conviction on something or he's looking at an acquittal on everything.
Worst case scenario, life in prison on these charges. So what do you think happens? You've watched it all. What's your prediction?
I am not sure. My guess is because the jury has been deliberating so long that they are somewhere in the middle ground, meaning they've probably decided that they're not going to find him guilty of any of the intentional homicide charges. Rather, they'll find him guilty of something lesser. But it sounds like they are really taking their time and looking at every single count and every piece of evidence. And really, that's all either side can ever hope for any jury. You want smart jurors who dig in, who take the time, who realize how serious it is, instead of juries who are in a rush to kind of return to their lives. You want them to take the time to look at each piece of evidence, and it sounds like that these jurors are doing just that.
Right. It's an important job. They're looking at everything, and it's going to take some time. So tomorrow we go in to day 3. Do you think we'll have a decision tomorrow?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Juries are really funny.
We can't predict them as much as we try.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.